Well, hello there, beautiful divine being of light. It's late today. Look at how high the sun is. Apparently needing to get this look at our river. All that beautiful light hitting the water. And maybe you can even hear the water running from my dishwasher. Can you hear that? Definitely a different look with the sun being up high. It is literally almost noon. It's about 10 till noon. I hope you're having a great day. Way later than what I've been doing. Just guided to do different things today before getting here. Okay, that's it. Oh, I can go on forever, but I'll hear, okay, I'll hear that's enough or something to that effect. So welcome to today's video. Infiniti here, Infiniti and the divine. And you are the divine. So is the divine on the other side of the veil. And we're all here. It's a beautiful day. 29th of January, Wednesday the 29th of January. And energies are intense for sure. Oh, right. It's the new moon. I was like, what else was there? Oh, yes. The new moon. It's a new moon. It's the Chinese Lunar New Year. It is the year of the snake. I just posted on our Mighty Networks well, I didn't post actually. It was Laura's post that I commented on because of what she had this whole situation with the Phoenix and the Phoenix has definitely been coming through so much lately. And I'm naming my new group The Rise of the Phoenix, the Evolve Now group, which she is the first member of. Anywho, the Phoenix and the sun and the snake are connected in their energies, and yeah, so that's a whole thing, and it's the new moon. So here we are in the new moon, later in the day than usual. Just like I said, I woke up, early, but had to do some things. Yeah, so it's later in the day than it has been. Interesting. Got a couple cards here already, and they're kind of similar. I'm going to leave it there, and I am using my new Citadel Archetypes deck. I think exclusively today, maybe also the Animal Spirit Oracle. This is the Citadel. It's a new deck I just got and I did an unboxing. That's the back. Really cool shape of these cards. Obviously, we have the masks or mask. There's this I've never seen that word before. Mascari. Maybe that's a person who makes masks. I've not seen that word before. Anyway, hiding your true self projection. And here we have the Enchanter, deception and trickery. So two very similar cards. This is also reminding me of yesterday's card. Here it is right on top from the Divine Circus Oracle, the Silver Siren, which was about false light. People acting as though they're of the light, but they're not. People being deceptive, things like this. So here we have this again, and it's very interesting. Oh, and I want to show you, in case you could not see this, there is this really cool foil effect on the cards. It's super cool. So that's the Masquerade. It's hard for me to say that word. And the Enchanter. Very cool cards. I love this deck already. Everybody, oh, and I have this energy welt on my left arm that is just kind of permanently there now, and it just kind of gets inflamed at times, and it started getting inflamed a couple weeks ago, and then it chilled out, and then here we are again. Starting yesterday, it started up again. Okay, let's see. Where is this? They are in suits. Oh, here we are. The Troop is the Masquerade, hiding your true self. Okay, page 130. New moon today. It's like new moon, new moon. There's these energies with this new moon. It has been very intense. I did a reading that came through. It was like last Thursday about today, this new moon. So these energies have been quite intense with this new moon, the first new moon of the year. For a while now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, when I start to channel and such, I will yawn as energies are coming in, so bear with me. Okay, the Masquerade. Okay. Down a quiet side street, hidden in the twisted back roads of the Citadel, a shop awaits for its next curious visitor. Thousands of faces line the walls, masks in every shape and form and color, and at their center, their creator, wizened hands painting rouge on the cheeks of their next masterpiece. The Masquerade has made so many masks that they do not remember who they were when they first opened the shop. Each one is an expression of their spirit, their creative heart. Each one is made by chipping away little pieces of themselves to sell to the next customer. We all wear different masks to appease the people around us. We all wear different masks to appease the people around us. At work, with friends, in front of family, each mask is a part of ourselves we think is appropriate in the moment. But by being so concerned about others' opinions, you can lose sight of your own true self. Stop changing to fit public expectations. It's time to work out who you are and what you want your life to be. Who is your genuine self? Let yourself be vulnerable and show others the real you. And reversed, there are times for vulnerability and times for strength. When used in the right way, masks are powerful. They are a way to guard your privacy and keep you protected. In this moment, work out what mask you need to wear to achieve your purpose. Adopt that persona, adjust your behavior, and do what you have to do. On page 131. It did come out right side up. So did the Enchanter. And there's a little bit of both of this energy going on. That, yeah, there's an aspect of needing to be protected, that during the new moon, during the first new moon of the year, that those of the dark arts, those of the darkest nature, those in shadow, those that run and rule and manipulate and control and deception and illusion are going to be like working extra hard to shift and change and infiltrate our peace, like put us off balance, try to take our masks off, kind of thing. Like we have like who we are, and it's like wanting to like make us uncomfortable by like challenging who we are. Like that's the idea that I'm getting. It's like, this is who I am, and it's like, no, I'm gonna pull that off of you. I'm gonna make you confused about things, confused about yourself. I'm gonna take you off balance. I'm gonna make you question who you are and not be aligned with your identity and be in confusion about who you are and your identity, that kind of thing. So there's that. And then there's there is this aspect of either, okay, it's time to take your mask off and really let your true self shine. Stop hiding from people, show your authentic self, because until you do, you're not going to be as magical as you can possibly be. You know, while we're afraid of ourselves and our power and our magic and who we are authentically, to show, you know, to stop covering up, to stop creating illusion, or to not, you know, have a whole bunch of bells and whistles to distract people with, just to like be natural, you know, like that kind of thing. To not paint yourself to be something other than you are. It's unhealthy. Like literally, like coloring your hair, for example. Like I was guided to stop coloring my hair almost 10 years ago now. Because one, it's really bad for you. And two, that's masking who you really are and your magic. And I have all this gray, and I have a gray streak, and it's a symbol of like shaman and healers and psychics and mediums to have all this, you know, gray hair and especially gray streaks. And so it came through very, you know, very clearly that I had to do that. And, for the most part, I was on board with that because I had started really getting more aware of how different energies affected me, and I was spiritually awakening. Anyway, but there is a level of, you know, when you stop masking yourself, there's a level of exposure. This is who I really am. There's nothing like that you're trying to hide behind, not like, you know, clothes or jewelry or makeup or hair dye or plastic surgery or Botox, or, you know what I mean? It's like, how many layers of, you know, mask is there? So that's coming through, but then it's just like, you know, that's kind of one aspect, a very physical, very material aspect of it. But the other is just, you know, like, this is about you more than anybody else. The more you hide you from others, the more you're hiding from yourself, the more you're not letting your true magic, your true power come in. And that we're at a time now where it's extremely critical that we accept and want to step further into our power, that we acknowledge ourselves, our magic, our divinity, that we don't try to make excuses or hide from it, that we lean in, that we move forward in that, with that kind of energy. So it's just about the truth again. The truth is coming up. Let's go to the enchanter, which is deception and trickery. But I just heard it's about the truth. Like, we've been talking about the truth a lot. The enchanter is part of the academy. So there's the court, the academy, the crowd, and the troop. There are different suits here for the different archetypes. So anyway, this is the enchanter on page 70. Let's back it up. Such cool cards in this deck. Okay, the enchanter. A flash of flame, whirls of green smoke, and a flock of doves that appears from nowhere. The audience applauds. The enchanter takes a bow. They know how to entrance and entertain. And with a century of arcane learning behind them, they never put a foot wrong. But it is truly magic. But is it truly magic, or is it all smoke and mirrors? So here we have flame and smoke and mirrors. You may be in a situation where you've been forced to deceive another, and whether it was intentional or not, you run the risk of being caught in your lie. You could back away hoping that it will be forgotten about or resolve itself in time, but you run the danger of it spiraling out of control. Or you can own up and take responsibility for your own actions. The decision is yours. Reversed. The enchanter reverse addresses the repairing of a relationship after deception comes to light. You or someone you know may have had the truth of their deceit revealed, willingly or not, losing them the trust of others. Now is the chance to work together to reach a state of reconciliation. Okay, this is interesting. Let me tap in here. Whew. Yeah, okay, so these two cards very, we saw from the very beginning, very much similar. And what I'm getting here is there's definitely a sense of hiding oneself, not being totally forthcoming, lying about situations, being masked, for sure. And this enchanter card just comes through like to totally back this up, to say, yeah, there's definitely been situations where things were not totally revealed, that there was deception, that there were, just literally flat out lies, and trust was a major factor in losing trust. I definitely feel that this is not so much you, but somebody, another person, somebody else. Maybe this hasn't even come out yet, is what I'm getting. So this very well could be something that this new moon is bringing. Is in the shadows, we see when it's darkest, we see the light, right? it's funny because it's like the full moon is all this light, all this is supposed to, you know, by default give us, it's supposed to illuminate us, give us all this light, all this energy, right? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. I wanted to put it on airplane mode. I forgot to do that. So anyway, so the full moon gives us all this light, illuminates us, gives us, you know, sheds light on things, right? It's the illuminator. However, in the darkness of the new moon is where we can see the light truly. And that is what's coming through. As you can see here from this card, look at, there's the dark background and the light with the eye. This is about seeing the light in the darkness. And there's something that's going to come to light. That's going to be, you know, just something to, you know, to deal with. Okay. And then, so that there's something with that for sure. Like there's been some kind of thing about just dealing with a person or people just not being on the level, just not being honest, not being respectful, not being, you know, sensitive to the very least when it comes to maybe them trying to, get something from you, deceive you, confuse you, just keep the truth from you. There's a certain aspect of a person or people that maybe you already know about, maybe you've been wondering about, maybe it hasn't come out yet, but maybe this new moon is about seeing the light finally. Like enough of the bullshit, enough of the there's some time, there's some space, there's some whatever to see the truth, or for that information to come through. That definitely feels like a thing. And then another aspect of this is saying now, on the lines of the whole mask thing, this is about also being the one who's not totally forthcoming. And kind of being used to presenting a certain way that is really not you. It's the who you want people to see, but it's really not you. Of course, this isn't for everybody, but that message could be for you. There's something here about just, you know, like what I'm getting here is just, like trying to, I'm gonna get an animal oracle, a spirit animal oracle. Something here about, there is an aspect of being, of really hiding yourself, hiding your true feelings, hiding your emotions, you know, presenting in a way that is different from how you feel, either across the board or with a certain person or certain people. And this is coming to a head. Like, you're not going to be able to do this for much longer is what I'm hearing. If there is any aspect of you that does this, if you feel you've got to hide from somebody, that you've got to constantly be like telling yourself not to respond, not to react, not to say how you really feel, not to share your life, share your deepest whatever insights, or not insights, but, you know, like feelings and, you know, what you think about things, and you're just constantly kind of having to yes man it with a certain person or people. There's something, this could be somebody, this could be a boss, this could be somebody in authority, somebody that appears to have more control, but doesn't necessarily have to be that. Okay. So just, you may know this right off the bat, like, oh yeah, it's so-and-so, like they either, or it could just be like there may be somebody that you kind of are forced to be around. Anyway, there's something going on here about you having to hold back how you really feel. You know, that's not necessarily, like I said, this is a general reading, so this is going to resonate for some people, maybe not everybody. And our card that we just got is Eagle. And Eagle, without even reading the book, I'll just tell you, look at the sun, major sun energy. So we have more light coming through here. And the eagle is about higher perception and perspective, as the eagle is one of the birds that fly the highest. They have a certain perspective on life and everything around them that, you know, most of us don't, to say the least. So that is definitely a thing. Trying to find this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found eagle. So let's see here what it says about eagle. All pervading power. Truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling. Bring into balance, step into the unknown. Oh, look at this. Well. Here we are talking about thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. Very Phoenix-esque, is it not? What's so funny, though, is the very next card in the book and in the Oracle is actually the Phoenix. There is a Phoenix card. It's the spirit portion of her animal oracle, containing dragon and unicorn and Phoenix as the first card. And I'm just going to read this here. I'm going to read this, being guided to read this. Phoenix, let me show you the book. Let me show you how this goes. Eagle is the last one in air. And we go to spirit. And then here we have Phoenix. So we see, we can't get away from Phoenix. Freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves. Again, we may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Oh, I love this. Okay, so the truth, who we are, masks, deception. We have definitely the ego talking about transformation of karma, pushes to be our best and brightest selves, stopped at nothing to see us shine. Really take the sun by the talons and move. Look at this beautiful sun we have here, all that energy. I'm telling you, it's warm right here. And really consider seeing yourself and allowing others to see you for the light and bright, beautiful beauty, divine beauty that you are. And recognize that others and their deception, their lies, their denials that involve you is to distract you, to slow you down, to cause chaos and confusion. And the more you're angry about it, the more that you feed into that energy of being upset about deception of somebody else or others or whatever, the more you're giving it energy. So you have to see that for the lesson and the challenge that it is. Like that whole deception thing happened, that whole whatever situation, whatever it was, whoever it was trying to fool me, the truth came out. One way or another, you know the truth. You know the truth. Even if it's just, your spirit tribe telling you, your guides and guardians, however you want to slice and dice that for you to know the truth, or somebody telling you and you know that that's the truth. The truth has come out. You know the truth. And that's the most important thing. The message here is to do your best to let go of the anger or the, maybe feelings of abandonment or just distrust or anything like that has to do with being in a negative state when it comes to any kind of deception, because you're just adding fuel to that fire. You want to add the fuel to the fire that is you rising up above the bullshit. Basically, you really paying more attention to the whole thing going down, and you just going, see, I knew it, there we are. That gives me strength. And I'm going to let go of being angry about that because I'm going to decide to be blessed and feel blessed and grateful for the opportunity to know the truth and follow whatever needed to happen. So I'm in this position now with the truth. And maybe I've always known the truth about this situation, or this person, or this story, or this whatever. Maybe from the very beginning I was calling bullshit, but I went along, or I entertained it, or I didn't say anything. And, it's time to just be like, I see it for what it is. And there may need to be some separation, or like the Enchanter card said, there may need to be some just letting it go. Like whether or not you continue to partake of this person or situation or whatever, you have to really, I can't say, obviously. I can't give advice on that, but yeah, it's something that you're going to have to decide for yourself. Maybe spend some time in that higher position here with the eagle, about, just how to move forward. What's the best thing for you? But this is all about true self what we're hiding, what is deception, being seen, the truth, higher perspective, knowing yourself, showing yourself, living from a state of authenticity, things coming to light in the darkness with this new moon. And also, I think the last biggest thing here is this energy coming through that for you really wanting more, to be aligned more with truth for yourself, to know the truth within yourself, to be in a state of truth, in balance, aligned. And that requires a lot of healing. That requires a lot of letting go of fears and illusions, because that's the deception. That's the trickery. That's all the smoke and mirrors bullshit that we have, decided that, yeah, that's the truth. That's, like we just have to decide that, we're going to live life wanting the real deal truth, whether or not we like it or not. That's another story. It's not about liking what's true. It's about knowing the truth, and even about yourself and about things that you need to heal and pay attention to and deal with in your life, so you can move forward, so you can not be attached to that deceptive energy anymore on whatever level that it is. And so, because any of that in the mix taints the whole. So as much of that needs to go is something that needs to be a focus. Okay. And I'm hearing that is all. A happy new moon. Just be in a state of wanting the truth, wanting to be illuminated, wanting to see the light in the dark, to align with your highest self. This is really, about wanting to align with divinity, with your highest self, with your soul, and not being afraid of the unknown. What is, the unseen, to embrace that and know that there's so much magic there. And the lies and the deception, the illusions, the projections, that's all to keep us from the real magic. Okay. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't already. I do these daily since the 2nd of January, 2025. Whenever you see these messages, you're guided to a video to get messages for that day. That is what you needed for that day. And for your timeline. So these are timeless messages. Please check out my website and my community to connect with me, to book with me, to know more about me. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Your morning, your day, your evening, or your middle of the night. Bye for now.